Dingima Tungunan Sasana Kisa Malachi Singzatona Kesaria Linguadi Tunga Musula Nijibitizela Kisalia Nupsita Manusta Hawk Apots Tunga Moya Yibitizelia Kushna Tunga Musulusi Kene Puzelia Kisagevoya Yigitera, or to secret beauty to Chile.
Tanzing is 74 years old. He has a special responsibility, protecting the local black-necked crane population. It's the day of the spring plowing ceremony, one of the most important occasions of the year in Jenda. Highland barley is the main source of income for the village's 104 households. It's also a major source of food for the black-necked cranes. The young people in Jenda village, under the guidance of Kaizun, the 43-year-old village head, are preparing to drive tractors into the fields. Latsu County is renowned as the home of Duixie. In Duixie, people dance to the music of 6-stringed lutes as a way of expressing their hope for a good harvest. Latsu is also where more black-necked cranes spend the winter than anywhere else in Xizang. An estimated 2,400 of them are believed to be wintering in just Choima Township and the surrounding areas this year. The local government has set aside some highland barley seeds to supplement the crane's diet. Members of Tazing's family have collected 10 sacks full from the county town.
就是该怎么在云南去了，这怎么让没这？那么是都不干的，后来那样头你怎么？
He receives a subsidy of 8,000 yuan annually for his efforts. It's not a lot of money, but Tenzing is committed to his work. It's late March, and the snow-white cranes are dispersing in pairs. Some will fly north to the Chantang grassland, some west to the holy mountains and lakes of Nagari, and some south to the Bumchum River at the foot of Mount Chumulama. Wherever they're headed, their purpose is the same: to breed.
Thank you.
'In March, warm, wet air from the Indian Ocean makes its way northward along the Yalu-Zambu Grand Canyon into southeastern Xizang. The effect is to create one of the most rainfall-rich regions on the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau. Spring is slowly awakening in the largest canyon on Earth. To the north, in Bumai County, lies a mysterious forest of giant trees. It was only discovered in 2023. Every one of the 260 Tibetan cypresses is over 80 meters high. Among them is the tallest tree in Asia, which rises to a staggering 102.3 meters. It's also one of the most ancient, at 1,400 years old. The Yum-Dangbu River Basin, where these magnificent giant trees are found, is also a prime wintering ground for black-necked cranes. The Qinghai-Tibet Plateau has the largest population of black-necked cranes anywhere in the world.
"每一年的春天，我几乎都要来林芝，这就让我想起一首诗：朝有金谷莫东市，新一平泉深海涯。画鹤归来人不识，春风开尽碧桃花。"
Liu Yang is a professor of Chinese traditional painting at Xizang University. He's a regular visitor to southeastern Xizang, where he comes to paint the black-necked cranes. From Mount Namcha Barwa in the southeast of the region, said to be the most beautiful mountain in China, to Nagari in the west, the ancient villages and fascinating wildlife are vividly captured in his paintings.
我就把整个的桃花林呢，就想象成流动的云一样的， 这个鹤呢，在这个整个桃花林的这个下边呢又有这个青稞呀，还有那个油菜花。所以说这幅画呢，我就准备给它命名，就是“画鹤归来”。
In China, the black-necked crane is a first-class protected wild animal. It gets its name from the striking black feathers that cover 2/3 of its neck. On average, a black-necked crane measures 120 centimeters in length. Every year, from November to late March, a mass migration brings the black-necked cranes here from the Qilan Mountains, Qinghai Lake, and Yushu in the plateau's far northern and eastern regions. They come to feed on the highland barley and wheat left in the fields after the autumn harvest. In northern Xizang, the large plateau lakes are thawing. The ice is beginning to break up. Sterling Cove, the largest lake in Xizang, is coming back to life. For the black-necked cranes returning here from the south, the warm wood grass and naked carp represent a rich feast. Nourishment is vital, as they're entering the critical time in the breeding season. Sterling Cove lies at a 4,530-meter elevation and extends across 2,460 square kilometers. It is the second largest saltwater lake in China, after only Qinghai Lake. It's also a major summer breeding ground for migratory birds, including not only black-necked cranes, but also bar-headed geese and brown-headed gulls. To the southwest of Sterling Cove in Shanzhe County, a pair of black-necked cranes are reinforcing their nest. The rangers know them as Gao Gao and Lili. They've been regular visitors in recent years to hatch their young, but so far, without success.
去年也他们两个bị水淹了，没有孵化成功。
37-year-old Chotchum Tharchin has been a ranger in Shanzhe County for 15 years. He gave the black-necked cranes their names. Gao Gao and Lili stand for beautiful life on the plateau. However, by mid-May, Chotchum Tharchin is feeling anxious. The cranes have laid 2 eggs, but a fox has taken a keen interest in them and is lurking nearby.
吃饭睡觉的时候都想着它们，每天必须要早上下午要过来看一次，因为这附近还有个狐狸。
Ina Korean leka kawutu ara namjik ngo chayang capture yak chikiyo hiyang namju trukta nangmi zal jiga toye me che ngatume chingin gang hyang jang jori komta chutu juba chukchi muhina la mari
The breeding season in northern Xizang lasts from April to July. The birds build their nests in April, the eggs are laid in May, and hatch in June. Throughout this period, wolves, foxes, and brown bears are a constant threat to the black-knight cranes and their eggs. "28 interconnected lakes are scattered across the Sterling Cove wetland. It takes Chotrim Tharching a full day to patrol the area. This year, he and his colleagues have identified 323 black-knight crane nests.
600多只那种黑青海不发。现在这几天的话，43个野捕员天天去那个巡逻，这几天是最忙的工作。
At Muchiko in Medpa Township, Shensa, a pair of black-knight cranes have built their nests beside the pasture. From time to time, herds of cattle and sheep pass by, and even brown bears. Black-knight cranes are a symbol of the plateau wetland wildlife. Among their friendlier neighbors are the red shanks, which come from the south. The red shanks delight in playing in the water. The rain has cleared, and the sky has brightened. But this is not a happy time for the pair of black-knight cranes at Mujiko. The eggs they've carefully been trying to hatch for almost 3 weeks have been washed away. There will be no new life for them to welcome this year.
狐狸呀、赤狐呀、什么棕熊呀，那种多得很破坏的，但那个时候我们不去管，因为都是很自然的一个那个藏狐也是国家二级保护动物，这个我们不管的。
Day by day, Gao Gao and Lili continue their efforts to hatch their eggs. The exhausted couple are working in shifts. The egg's temperature is crucial. From time to time, they need to be turned towards the sun. Gradually, the color of the shell steepens. It means they may soon hatch. In summer, the plateau comes to life. On the same wetland, a pair of terns are also incubating their eggs. The male brings his partner regular meals, while she concentrates on hatching the eggs. At last, after 34 days, Gao Gao and Lily's first chick is born. The tiny crane's tawny down dries quickly in the wind. Meanwhile, Lily is trying to hatch the second egg. At just a day old, the chick is already keen to explore the world. The second egg has also hatched. After several years of trying, Gao Gao and Lily finally have a family of their own. This year, across the Stirling Cove National Nature Reserve, a new generation of black-necked cranes, some 1,100 chicks in all, has been born. The wetland has been transformed from a vast maternity ward into a huge kindergarten. A 1,000 kilometers north of the Stirling Cove lies the Yanchi-1 National Nature Reserve in Gansu Province, on the northern part of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau. Here, tagging and satellite tracking are being used to monitor the black-necked cranes that come from Longdrup County in Lhasa. On the wetland, at an average elevation of over 3,000 meters, plants, insects, frogs, and small fish provide the vital sustenance needed by the black-necked cranes. In 2018, Professor Guo Yuming and his team from Beijing Forestry University tagged a number of cranes in Yanchi-1. Among them, one that was given the number T21. So Yung-jing has been working in Yanchi-1 for 15 years. He's a senior technician at the Reserve's Conservation Center. He's hoping to identify T21 among the estimated 280 black-necked cranes currently in Yanchi-1.
哦，这大球啊！哎呦，这还带环着的一个，带彩环的。
After 3 days, T21 is still nowhere to be seen. However, the team have identified the black-necked crane with the tag B07, which also regularly winters at Lujub in Lhasa. For many years, scientists in China and overseas have been working to determine the population of black-necked cranes worldwide and to understand their migration patterns. In China, the main black-necked crane populations inhabit in Qinghai-Xizang and Yunnan-Guizhou plateaus. Smaller communities are also found in Bhutan, Nepal, and India. The young cranes are learning to fly ahead of the southward migration they'll undertake with their parents in autumn. Scientists come from around the world to observe them and study their habitats. The lakes on the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau are the heart of the Asian water tower. Stirlingco, Namco, Zarinamco, and others form the largest wetland ecosystem in China. In August, in rural Xizang, farmers celebrate Wangguo, their harvest festival. In Jenda village, people dress in their finest, carrying prayer flags, butter tea, barley wine, and Buddhist scriptures. They walk around the highland barley fields, offering thanks for the good weather and fine harvest. Guo means circling. In 2014, the traditional Wangguo Circling Festival was on the list of the nation's intangible cultural heritage. The ceremony is followed by singing and dancing and an exhibition of horsemanship. Kaizon and Dengzing have entered their finest horses in the competition. This is a highlight of the day.
로주루네 징글라오니 오메릭네 슈샤기 균징기 미네 손주장 망고치 수종치아 유스 먼저 벽은 문제네 시에이나 중중대 합작텐데 인식거래 합작 인식거 김진하려잖아 자고 안에 직내 안에서 소부 결주 때마다 이나 개념 봐. 순주간을 해야 돼. 바주도 제도 걸와 내가 주의용을 와 받대기. 아가려야 되네. 그 밀려야 돼 가서다. 신나서는 맞아야지. 부구간에 파주 딘들려야 돼 가우슈지. 다디 먼저 오늘 여기에네 저시 그 조수 체마사들와 체마보디네 지른 두고기 지물레 투에 체마보든데지 다디나려야 돼 조이나 미츠린스 디 미츠른 보든데 샤츠린 어디네 차츠린스 어디네 차츠린스 디네 추츠린 디네 싱츠린 독시제 tsiring namdu tsiring we ne number 2 le tu we ne chima bo tin de jiris tsiring namdu sa de ta dokdo sia ina na ta tsiring we ten tondaris trung da ko je ya de na jala mangbo gan tu re dengi gan la yo re phowe de la yo re 쪽제들 차금 다 tin데 긍지들 해야 돼. 중중도 쪽으로.
충분히 말락 쓰다. 또지 마, 혹시나 마. 다용도. 다 둥둥 겹고 용지를 봐. 겹고 용지를 다 주변에 안 봐, 레지를 봐. 사자 니간도 봐, 배 만슈를 봐, 너. 아직 조정은 남았다고 그러지. 세마징가 제 대비는 삼선이 안 독수야 남았다고 그러지. 제 군시 휴자들 아직 꽤 우선에 고들이 안 닝자 다 고들이 넣어놨어. 가와 쉽게는 말.
On winter nights, the temperature at Katsu Reservoir in Lojub County plummets below -10 Celsius. The black-necked cranes are gathering here. They're being followed by the black-necked crane wintering population survey team, who cover an area spanning the middle reaches of the Yalu-Zambu River. This includes Shigate, Lhasa, Shannon, and Ningchi. They do most of their surveying around dawn. To avoid disturbing the black-necked cranes, the team members take up their positions an hour in advance, braving the severe cold. Each is watching one of the key overnight roosting areas in the Pengbo River Valley. It's almost 8:30. The sky is barely getting light. The first group of black-necked cranes sets out for the nearby farmland.
我那边堤坝上面数的是那个673只，你这边来？
我这边虎头山水库总共是212只。
我这边数了大概有327只，虎头山和塔子这边总共1212，还没有卡到峰值呢。
The black-necked cranes migrate at different times, so their population won't peak until the end of December. Several years of monitoring have led Xizang's Institute of Plateau Biology to conclude that more than 2,300 black-necked cranes now spend the winter in Lojub County. The survey team is heading west to Ganga town in Tingri County at the foot of Mount Chumulama. From here, another 8,000-meter peak, Mount Choyu, is also visible.
今天啊是往定日方向去，我们是想沿着这个彭曲流域，这个区域啊以前它是一个黑颈鹤的一个繁殖地。 所以我们今天呢，就是想去这个区域看一下，比如说黑颈鹤呀，或者是其他水鸟，在那个区域来越冬。
At dusk, just as the team are about to leave, a flock of nearly 100 black-necked cranes suddenly appears.
啊，在那个沟，看过去正好就是有一群。 这应该现在是我们所有的越冬区里边最靠西的一个边界啊。我们知道，就是黑颈鹤它一般会在青藏高原和银贵高原来越冬嘛。以前认为就是它越冬区的最西边界是拉孜、参木达春这个区域更靠西，也是拓展了之前的一个越冬区的一个西界。
Never before have so many black-necked cranes been known to winter beside Mount Chumulama, the world's highest peak. This is significant, as the survey team now understand that if habitats suitable for both wintering and breeding are in close proximity, the black-necked cranes will only migrate that short distance, or even not at all. Xizang is the cradle of the black-necked crane. Here, the winter population exceeds 11,000, which is roughly 2/3 of the total worldwide. They're found in 57 of the region's 74 counties and cities. On the 15th of the 11th month by the lunar calendar at the full moon, Dr. Wu Heqi from the Kunming Institute of Zoology has to Marshu in Chaojia County, Yunnan Province.
哦，飞过来了，飞过来了，所以鹤飞过来了。
He's heard that 171 black-necked cranes, 14 common cranes, and 2 demoiselle cranes have gathered in a tiny village.
我想做的是给这些鹤发一张身份证，精准识别、精准定位的这样一个基础之下，那未来对黑颈鹤的保护，它会提升到更高的一个层次。
Around the world, scientists are continuing to study the habits of black-necked cranes. They're hoping that new AI-powered animal tracking technology will bring more revelations in the future. It's early winter. The black-necked cranes are returning from the north to the National Black-necked Crane Nature Reserve on the middle reaches of the Yalu Zambu River. In Lundrup in Lhasa, Ranger Tenzing and his family are visiting the reservoir. His granddaughter Kunsante Tsomo is drawing black-necked cranes.
种种找不到水体下，刚把它那戳到的刚刚不找水体下，他那弄起你我的错进来，那那错弄我，我你找的是那什么进去了。
大家好，我是巧克力呢。
成为上岗的日常生活，书于他而言是寻找方向的途径。
那辣椒，这是鼻子。
这样呢，身高会认识的完了。他呢，玩具人过去，想呢下早晨过去，出来点什么事呢？那他得要过的吧？带家去，那裤子来就的，裤子来些的。那你们的么？你们，这怎么能给早起学个你们？
你们？
他的那几百块钱就收起来，他的毛筒不少。 盖上这嘛通不少，几百块钱的，几百块钱的盖上这嘛的，就叫人家那通不少。都把这个块不有个？
有。
把它去吧。
20도 그도 다들 온트라 야고 슈치 충소 다 나 참에 지제 야고 다 두산 두고 다저 차로로 제나 참에 지제 드라고도 풍비 수 상대면은 됩죠 달로 당알로 투주 다를 직대래로 둥둥둥문에 인당 문드래간 차선 문에다 쏟아대 싸진구라 와 세문드라 강게다 하로버로치 안테나는 간티레다 그다바다 제제다 둥둥 숨야지 다 지레베 무투제 꼬라자야 직드바 간지텔 다 지레베 야부치주아 요 어찌베 당원에 전에는 야부마사니 뜻은 다제 대통령